All right, let's talk about something that sounds kind of nuts. The 50-year mortgage. I mean, half a century of debt? Or is it maybe, just maybe, a brilliant strategic tool hiding in plain sight? We're going to dig in and find out.
You know, for as long as I can remember, the advice has always been the same, right? Go for a 15-year mortgage if you're a superstar, maybe a 30-year if you have to. But 50 years? That just sounds totally irresponsible. I mean, the financial gurus would probably tell you it's complete madness.
But what if all that conventional wisdom is actually missing a huge piece of the puzzle? We're about to explore a pretty wild idea. What if, for the right person in just the right circumstances, this so-called crazy loan is actually one of the smartest financial moves you could ever make?
So how on earth could that be possible? Well, let's break it down. We're going to look at 4 key strategic advantages that could, believe it or not, turn this thing from a liability into a really powerful asset.
Okay, so what are they? First, you've got lower monthly payments. Then there's easier entry into those really expensive housing markets. Third, it gives you more flexibility for other investments. And finally, it can actually reduce your lifestyle risk. So let's jump in with the first one, because it's the most straightforward. All right, advantage number 1, lower monthly payments. Look, the math here is pretty simple. The longer you stretch out a loan, the smaller each payment has to be. It's the most immediate, tangible benefit you're going to see. Right away, you have more cash in your pocket every single month.
And let's put some real numbers to this. Check it out. On a hypothetical $500,000 loan, switching from a 30-year to a 50-year mortgage saves you over $400 every single month. That's almost $5,000 a year. Seriously, think about it. What could you do with an extra $5,000 a year?
And hey, that extra cash isn't just for fun money. For a lot of people, this is the absolute game changer. It's what makes home ownership even possible in the first place. I mean, in some of these super expensive cities, trying to qualify for a normal 30-year loan is just a non-starter. This lower payment could be the only thing that lets you get your foot in the door and start building equity instead of just throwing money away on rent.
Okay, advantage number 3 is all about something called opportunity cost. Think about it. Every single dollar you're forced to cram into your mortgage payment is a dollar you can't use for anything else. But with that extra cash freed up by a 50-year loan, you could be putting it into your 401k or into the stock market. You know, things that could potentially grow way faster than the equity in your house. It's about building wealth from multiple angles, not just one.
And number 4, this one is huge. It's about mitigating risk. Let's be real. Life is messy and unpredictable, right? People lose jobs, you get surprise medical bills, you decide to switch careers. Having a lower required mortgage payment is like having this giant financial cushion. It just lowers the stress level and gives you breathing room to handle whatever curveballs life decides to throw your way, without panicking about losing your home.
Okay, I can hear you through the screen right now. This all sounds nice, but 50 years. That's a lifetime. It feels like you're signing up for a prison sentence of debt. Who would do that? It's the biggest, most obvious question, and honestly, it's a fair one. Or is it?
And boom, this is it. This is the absolute best part, the big secret that changes everything. You are not required to take 50 years to pay it off. That's not a sentence, it's a safety net. It's the maximum time you have, not the minimum. So here's the reality. Forget the assumption of a 50-year debt prison. The reality is, you get lower payments now with the option to pay it off way faster later. You're not locked in. When times are tough, you make that low, easy payment. But when you get that big promotion or a bonus, you can throw extra cash at it and pay it off in 30 years, 25, 15, whatever you want. It's the best of both worlds, the safety net of a low payment with the freedom to pay it off early. So really, we need to completely reframe how we think about this. It's not just a longer loan. It's a totally different kind of financial tool. It's not a sentence, it's an option.
And that's the real key takeaway here, flexibility. It's all about having the flexibility to adapt to your life circumstances. Use those lower payments when you need to, and then when you can, you make extra payments to knock it down faster. You're in the driver's seat.
So, that leaves us with one final thought to chew on. We're always told that the smartest financial move is the fastest one, getting out of debt as quickly as possible. But maybe, just maybe, real financial smarts isn't about speed. Maybe it's about flexibility. It's about giving yourself the most options to handle an unpredictable future. What do you think?